Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones headed down to the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
To the air right away, Mariota.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long.
It's second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota.
A complete to Drake London.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to Drake London. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Falcons.
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll run with Patterson.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
And the Falcons first down.
Mariota on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing is Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And on 4th and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mariota now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw is Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Second down and goal. Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Mariota. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Saints 0.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's 1st play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Saints.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
that's good.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. They go play action. Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. But he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Back to it after the pick-6. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Touchdown! Bryan Edwards, 73 yards. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Koo for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Saints 0. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play fake. Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jameis again. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Winston now. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Winston.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done, and the ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo sack.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Mariota. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Saints take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Patterson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get it inside the 20, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Now Mariota. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, How about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and can be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. That's into the hands of Edwards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's Edwards again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Coup now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 38, Saints 7. Youngway Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A second down throw for Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A first down throw for Winston. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now here is another interception. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.